So last year, I was unfortunately diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 25. I just turned 25 like yesterday.
Okay, before you keep reading, happy birthday. Before you keep reading, what usually there is a whirlwind of chaos in the years leading up to that type of diagnosis. Yeah, tell me about your life.
So I feel like I live like a relatively normal life. Like I go to college. I have a steady job that I've been at for probably about 3 years now.
Awesome.
I have my own apartment, all those things. I've been medicated for like the last year. So ever since I found out, I've been consistently taking my medication.
Awesome.
So I don't really experience like symptoms that often anymore. They'll sometimes peek through if I maybe like miss like a dose or something. But other than that, like my day-to-day is like pretty normal. I also never really experienced like the typical symptoms that you think of. Like, you know, when you think of somebody who experiences schizophrenia, you know, they're like hearing voices and like seeing crazy stuff and stuff like that. It's not really been totally my experience. My schizophrenia manifests as more so like delusions, which is like way easier to hide, but it's still like extremely stressful.
Give me an example of one of your, what I would call, and this is kind of jargon, but one of your classic delusions, one of the ones that loops on you a lot.
I would say the worst one that I had was that like the people closest to me were all plotting against me.
Yep.
Like plotting to hurt me in some way, either physically or emotionally. And it was just really, really bad. And it was causing serious problems with like my partner and my family members and stuff like that. So,
So does the medication turn down the dials on that hallucination?
Pretty much completely.
Outstanding. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, can we just celebrate what a weird little sliver of history we live in?
Right.
That's
I know, it's
possible.
pretty weird. It's like when I take my medicine, you know, I feel completely, like, I feel great. You know what I mean?
Awesome. I will tell you, folks with bipolar 1 and schizophrenia, especially those who present as you do, those who take their medication regularly, which is hard, right? Because there's seasons when you feel
really
good
hard.
and you're like, I don't want to take it anymore. I just quote unquote want to be normal, whatever. Those who do can live a really great life.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I am proud of you for a year of staying on. Good for you, Ava. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. It's been really hard.
I know it is. And I know it's frustrating, especially when you have like 2 weeks or 3 weeks of feeling great, that you're like, oh, I'm quote unquote cured, which I don't like that kind of language, but like I'm somehow.
How it feels though.
I know, but it's that, all right, I got to do it again. And I got to do it again.
Right.
So, man, good for you.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your question? Get back to reading.
So my question is it wrong of me to keep the secret from literally every single person that I know? I feel really, really guilty lying to literally everyone close to me, my friends, my partners, my family. It's starting to make me kind of feel like a bad person, but I'm also like really, really afraid of like the stigma and what people think of me, because I feel like when you think of the word schizophrenia, it's like a really scary word. Like people think the worst thoughts, you know. I know I did, and I just don't know if I should continue to keep it to myself, or like, is that okay? I really, really have been struggling with it lately, and I don't know what to do.
A, you don't owe anybody anything.
Okay.
And if you have, I don't know, like cancer, if you've got any number of things, schizophrenia, you don't owe everyone in the world. We live in a culture now that says, because we have social media, you have to tell everybody everything all the time. And if you're not, then somehow you're a liar. And that's false. It's just not true. We don't have any decorum anymore.
I feel like I'm lying to people, which is why I feel guilty.
You are not. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to, A, always double down on keeping Ava safe. Okay? And I want to tell you that over time, secrets will kill you. They'll burn a hole through your spirit. And so having people that you can share this with, that you trust and that you care about, especially those who you're going to need, if you don't have it already, what I would call an accountability circle.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who can say, hey, have you taken your meds this week? You're going to desperately need that over time. All right?
Okay.
And so letting people in, not everybody, because that's madness, and not people who are going to use this against you. When you apply for a job, you don't have to say, hi, my name is Ava, and guess what happened to me? You don't have to do that.
Okay.
You may, if you're working at a certain kind of place, and talk to the HR director, because they keep things confidential, and say, hey, I want everybody to know, I want you to know, I'm taking medication, I have a diagnostic, and I'm working really hard, and I've got things under control. And I'm working with 2 sets of professionals. I got a counselor, I got a psychiatrist, and I'm on it. Just want to let you know. You could do that if you wanted to, if you felt safe doing that. I would feel safe doing that where I work. Not everybody has that, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you're dating somebody seriously, yeah, absolutely, they would need to know. I think that would be honest and fair.
Okay.
If you have 1 or 2 family members that you feel safe with, great. I don't want to paint with a broad brush, but I will. Often, folks with your diagnosis did not come from stable family systems.
No.
Okay? And so there may be nobody in your family that's safe, or maybe you have a sibling that's safe, but it may just not make you feel like you can walk on firm footing by all your family knowing, okay?
Yeah.
You're not a liar. You are somebody who is taking care of Ava.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have 2 or 3 close friends or associates or a romantic partner that you would feel safe telling this to?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would. I'm just afraid.
Okay. The way you described it to me was really well done. I have schizophrenia. I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia. I don't even want to use the word have. I have been diagnosed with a symptom cluster that presents as schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to commit to getting reevaluated every 2 to 3 to 4 years. I've got an incredible team that gave me some great medication that's working amazing. And obviously, you didn't even know, friend or colleague or family member. You didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I want to bring you into the inner circle and let you know if you ever see me kind of withdrawing or starting to talk a little bit more about, hey, they're watching us, right? Or they're listening to us, that you have permission to say, have you taken your medication yet?
Yeah.
Because one of the things that is scary for people who love somebody who maybe is diagnosed with schizophrenia, diagnosed with bipolar, is they want to love and support, especially when things get tough, and they don't have an avenue forward. And so when you're well, when you're feeling great, and you have a season of taking your meds, you give somebody permission that if you show up and you haven't showered for 3 or 4 days, or you haven't slept for 3 or 4 days, they have a pre-established path already arranged with you on how to lean into that.
Okay.
And by the way, that will give you an anchor point, a little bit of an exhale, knowing you're not holding this whole thing all by yourself.
Yeah.
But hear me say this directly. You are not a liar for being careful about who you tell.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you told me, do you feel in any way that I've judged you?
No.
Do you feel like I don't like you?
No.
Do you feel like I have communicated in any way that there's something wrong with you and that you're not going to be a contributor to our crazy little world we live in?
No.
Okay. Give other people the opportunity to do that too.
Okay.
All right?
Got it.
Cannot tell you how proud of you I am.
Thank you.
And did you get diagnosed by one person or more than one person?
More than one. It was a process. I was misdiagnosed a few times, and then they got it.
Okay. And everybody feels at peace there?
Yeah.
Okay. It is 2025 right now. I want you to put a little star in 2027. Maybe February or March of 2027.
Okay.
And I want you to commit with your provider that you want to go through a reevaluation process again.
Okay.
Okay? And here's what that does for you. It keeps your well-being and health front of mind, and it's just going to be something you have to hang on to. One of my oldest friends in the world is in a wheelchair. He has to think through things like what restaurants I'm going to go to. Do I have access to them, right? He has to think through parking. He has to think through different things. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but that is his reality. And as soon as he can just say, yeah, that's just my life, and I want to get on about it because I want to go to the concert, then there's less, it's still inconvenient, but there's less that pressure, right? I have to help him go to the bathroom when we're out. So he has a whole bunch of jokes geared up for when that has to happen. Like it's just a process. It just is. Neither of us want that, but it is what it is. And so we make the best of it, and then we go on to the show. I want you to have that front of mind, because this is just going to be what you, what's in your heart, in your head, in your mind, in your body. It's just going to be a part of your life. And so let's make peace with it, and let's go do the next right thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But dude, awesome. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And can I give you one more thing before I let you go?
Yeah.
This is just between me and you, okay?
Got it.
And a couple of million people listening, but it's just me and you. It's just me and you, okay?
Okay.
One day, do you still see a counselor?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to run this by your counselor, so don't take this just from me.
Mm-hmm.
But here's an exercise I would love you to consider. In your journey to this diagnosis, and in your journey to finding the right medication and going in and out of doctor's offices and counselor's office and probably school counselor's office and probably school disciplinary boards and all that mess, I want you to write a letter to 20-year-old you, and this is a letter of love and forgiveness, because you've probably done some things that haunt you, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I want you to forgive her, because now that you have some data, that 20-year-old you was going through hell, and she needed a lot of compassion that nobody around her even knew how to give her, especially you, right?
Yeah.
I want you to make peace with that girl who was struggling and let her know in this letter that 23-year-old you, 30-year-old you now is on a new track and is doing some amazing things that are going to bring healing to the entire trajectory. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for the journey you've been on and for the work you have done. Gangster, Ava. It's awesome. Stay on it, stay on it, and stay on it.